Okay, mics are on. We're all set. Okay, if everybody please rise for the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Are we all set with the bills?
We pay the bills, and just look into that one-time number, but still pay it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Okay, minutes. Everybody had the chance to look the minutes over? That was from both meetings in December you received, our regular board meeting as well as the end of the year minutes, which is all in one package because it was a continuation. Margaret and Dave? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Okay, old business, Hemlock Ridge. That is, we're going to start working our butts off on that. We're going to get things moving on that. We're gonna get this moving. Either it's staying or it's leaving town. So we gotta get that moving. But there's no new update on Hemlock Ridge. Baird Solar Project, if you've driven by there, you can see they're getting their equipment moved in there. Things are starting to get set up in there. Since the last meeting, they do have the fence all the way around the outside perimeter, and right now they've got it all staked out where the posts are going in the ground, and there's starting to get those all set. Heritage Wind, George?
They sent some update, Historical Society and that, but I sent them a message, requesting a map, and it was really confusing that, the way they have the wind towers numbered now. I told them I was under the assumption 1 through 6 is gone. I think they renumbered, so hopefully we'll get a map and everything outlined better that we can really do with it.
RTO Ambient, that's the high-speed internet that the county's sponsoring here. And I'm going to hit up our county legislator that's sitting in the back of the room, Mr. Ike. Hi, how are you? Welcome back. Anything to say about this? As far as I know, we're all set in this town. Okay. Good. Good. this morning's news had Spectrum saying they're increasing their costs. I want to get rid of Spectrum, so I might become a customer. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Now, under new business. Dale, you want to explain this?
Which one?
This has to do with the purchasing of the new trucks.
Yep. So back in '04, they standardized Peterbilt trucks for the big trucks. Dump trucks. We're finding that I don't think Peterbilt's trying to gouge us, but their offerings are much higher than everybody else. So I'd like to open the doors up for some bidding from other vendors, not just to be tied into them.
Why are we tied into them?
For the convenience, you know, they had all the same engines, they had all the same hydraulic system, they had the same plows, the same truck, same transmissions. They don't offer the same engine that we used to get years ago. So
It's starting to change a little bit anyway.
it's evolving anyway, yeah. So I'd like to open it up so that we can. I mean, we'll have our own spec like we've always had, but
We could be getting better pricing from maybe some other manufacturers.
yes, that's what the goal is. You know, yes,
Yeah, but still spec'd out.
right.
You know,
You're still getting the same truck, same spec, but just you're getting a different vendor, different manufacturer. Hopefully, better price.
and somebody might give us better pricing because they've been out of the loop. They went loud. Now they might give us a real good deal just to get back in the loop.
Let's hope so.
Do you do like plows? Do you put one plow on enough different trucks in that, or is it pretty much standard? So that plow goes in that truck.
No, that one plow is for that one truck.
Okay.
So
So it'd be the same for this one. If we
yeah,
we
yeah.
want a plow for this.
When we buy a truck, we buy everything.
It's not like we'd have to worry about, we bought a Kenworth and it doesn't fit the Peterbilt to the plow because all the attachments for the Kenworth would come with the Kenworth.
No, that's where our spec would come in on our plow frame. It would have to follow that spec. So
Dale, I assume you got a truck you're gonna retire?
Yeah.
To get the new one?
we're in 25. We want to replace truck 309, which is our oldest truck at this point. And in order to get it in 25, you got to order it in 24. It takes that long for the trucks to. It was worse. Now it's getting the time frame. They are getting shorter, but in equipment, it's the equipment dealers are telling us that the plow and
How old is the?
it's a 13, I believe, yeah. That's a 13. So we move them every 12 years. And we make out pretty good with them. Our trucks sell well.
Take care of them a lot.
You can't keep them forever and pound them in the ground and try to get something out of them.
So what he's looking for is that resolution from '04 had locked us into Peterbilt's only.
Yes.
So basically what he's looking for, I don't know, Bridget, Maureen, for verbiage on this, either we want to modify that resolution from '04, so we eliminate that resolution, rescind that resolution. So we rescind. Go ahead.
Peterbilt truck. You gotta get that in there. Yes. Right.
Okay, so rescind all previous resolutions regarding the purchase of Peterbilt trucks only. Okay, so that's the resolution then. We want to rescind all previous resolutions regarding the purchase of Peterbilt trucks only. We want to keep everything else standard. Okay? So I just made the resolution. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Dave seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Okay. Dale again. 284.
Yes, 284 agreement we put out every January or February. It allows me to spend my budget. I do a preliminary assessment of the roads at this point. I mean, we haven't really had any frost, so it's hard to evaluate the roads. In March or April, I will come back to the board and tell you what we're going to do with roads, or would like to do with roads.
We do this every year.
Every year, yep,
We-
I sign it, everybody signs, it goes to the county highway, and it's filed. That's part of the road.
That's just our town roads,
Correct.
not the county.
No.
Definitely not the state.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just need a resident says, spend his budget on the upkeep of roads and buried.
Maureen's probably got it right there.
Provisions of section 284, is that what we gotta do here?
Dale, while they're
Go ahead,
working
read
on
it out.
that,
I move to the persuade to the provisions of section 284 of the highway law to allow superintendent of highways Dale Brooks of the town of Berry, Orleans County, New York, and the undersigned members of the town board shall agree that monies levied and collected in the town for the repair and improvements of highways and received from the state for state aid to the repair and improvement of highways shall be expended as follows. A preliminary assessment of needs has been completed for the town of Berry for the repair and improvement of highways. As funding has not been approved from the state of New York, it is intangible to list the locations and types of repairs and improvements of highways. As funding is approved from the state of New York, the superintendent of highways, Dale Brooks, will update the list of improvements.
Do I hear a second? Margaret second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.
Sean,
Okay.
I got a question. I just wanted to back up. You got a ballpark on that truck, or what are you hearing?
I'm hearing 325, fully equipped.
Takes a while to wrap my head around something like that.
Yeah. We went, well, the first truck I bought here was 2.25, 230. Now we're up to 325 after the pandemic.
Was that 4 years ago? You bought the other truck?
Almost. It was at the 20, so. Yeah.
It was 220.
Might be better because we're opening it up.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
Okay,
It just ties our hands the other way.
out of curiosity, seeing how that was opened up again, you said you're going to check into the Utica distributor. Did you happen?
I have not done that yet because I wanted to make sure this was done first.
No. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. During our workshop, I broached the topic about a per diem CEO and see if we can borrow somebody from another municipality to do any kind of inspections. Right now is a slow time of the year, but we do have one house being built right now, and the contractor's got to have an inspection done before he can proceed. So basically what I'm looking for here is a resolution to allow me to find a CEO that we could use per diem whenever we might need someone until we have someone on the books.
Sean, would there be a possibility that Shelley could just do that as a favor?
Well, she did offer it, but I think she's already packed her bags, gone out to Michigan again to see the grandchild.
All right. Just a thought.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll check. I'm not saying no. But in case she isn't, do I hear a motion to allow me to go ahead? Mark?
Sorry.
Catch up here, woman.
My fault.
I did. Oh. Motion was for me to be able to see if I can obtain a per diem CEO until we have our permanent CEO on the books. And David made the second. All in favor? Opposed? So carried. They're two different people. Code enforcement officer. Okay. Okay. Or building inspector. Okay, then. My financials here for the town. This is through the end of December. This is gonna remember that we've just paid some more bills for 23, even though it's 24. But year to date, which is for the year of 2023, our town budget, we utilized 24% of our 94% of our annual budget. And the highway utilized 82% of their annual budget. So once again, highway came out on top again. You keep doing that, no wonder you're getting a new truck. Oh. Your report. Okay, and just came out to us right now, hot off the press. So, highway report, Dale.
Not a lot going on right now.
The stakeout's up here in the corner, Westbury and 98. Is that? I see a bunch of flags thrown in there along 98. Somebody else, huh?
Somebody else.
Okay.
No, I didn't receive any stakeout for there.
Okay, I saw a whole bunch right where I don't know who was selling the wood, firewood off that corner,
Yeah.
but it's just been
What color are the flags?
orange, I think.
I don't know.
Okay. We're sitting pretty good with salt.
Oh, yeah.
Not that we've really used a heck of a lot, but
No.
yet.
We're doing good. Don't take too much.
Yeah, you want to explain that with the elevated tank?
Yeah, we had the chief water plant operator called me in about 10 o'clock one night and said they lost communications to the elevated tank, which means they can't tell how much water is in there. So at the time I was sick with pneumonia. Called somebody out. They went and looked at the panel box or the meter box that feeds the water tower, and the breaker was shut off. We've never had that breaker box locked. We have it locked down, but it was in the off position. It wasn't in a tripped position. So somebody was messing with it. We don't know, but power company came out and gave their blessing for the meter, and the meter was good. And, we flipped the breaker back on, and away we went. But
Not till you put a padlock on there now.
yeah, yep. It is on the north side of the fire hall. There's one pole there right by the fence. It's got a meter and a breaker box that feeds the water tower.
And the agreement was that if National Grid needed to get in there, they could easily,
Yeah,
they'll just take bolt cutters, cut them
Yeah.
off, and let you
yeah,
know.
they run into that all the time, but it just we've never had any trouble with it. Yeah, without getting into another subject, there's some other situations in the neighborhood that might have contributed to that.
Okay. Thank you, Dale. Town clerk. Boy, everybody's getting hit with bills right now. Okay, the assessor, she sent me the report and I forwarded it on to you guys. As I had mentioned before, that even though our tax rate here for the town remained the same, it's the assessed value versus the sale value of properties that's driving our taxes. So as she pointed out here right now, there's one house on the market. It's assessed at $62,200 and it's on the market, you may as well say, for $175,000. That's a 181% increase over its assessed value. So the only other house that I know of for sale in town happens to be down on Gillette Road there, which is a foreclosure, bank foreclosure. Okay. Code enforcement. Got nothing at this time. And like I said, we got a house that's got to get inspected. But we'll get to it with the planning board coming up next. Having to do with the tower I was going to mention. Anything going with the tower?
We didn't talk about the tower. We had a public hearing,
Yeah.
and that was on Keeler's.
Yep.
Stone Quarry. They want to do a berm, and then they bought some parcels that they wanted to join together and get on their special use permit. I think we had 7 citizens that had questions. I think they were mostly answered, and it was approved.
Didn't you have something else too? That was the public hearing was on the Keeler property.
Yeah.
Wasn't there something else?
Did the county report?
Okay.
We have a, we need to do an assignment or whatever for Gary and Ben wanted to be on the planning board. So
Well,
they could be interviewed in that.
that's the planning board needs to let us know about that. All the information was given to the co-chairs there for the planning board. So they have to handle that part. It's in their hands right now.
So they're gonna be reaching out to Ben and
Yeah.
Gary for,
Now,
Well,
Ben, I haven't received anything from Ben.
yeah.
yeah, we put him on at the organizational.
Oh,
meeting.
that okay. I thought there was another Ben.
No.
Yeah, no. Ben
And
is on. Take a look at your notes from
George, you were late
here.
coming in last week. That was one of the things on the agenda. There's 2 more positions
Right there.
open on the planning board.
Gene Peglo. We got 2 openings yet on the planning board.
We do need a recommendation from the planning board. They need to come to the meeting and, answer a few questions and do a short interview and
Gary, did you come to the planning board meeting this week? They didn't contact you? We make the appointment based on a recommendation.
we,
Okay. Okay. Okay, Gary. Okay.
why didn't you come to the meeting, Gary? We expected you at the meeting. We have the meeting. It's the same time every month. All right, come to the next one. Just answer a few questions and no problem. It's up to the planning board, but they make a recommendation, then the town board approves it.
You gonna ask something else? Ed?
No, that was it. I didn't realize that we went through, I thought that was tabled to this meeting. But we handled that in the organizational meeting, I wasn't there. Yeah.
Okay, then zoning, Margaret. That is up to the committee, to the planning board committee to handle, not us. The board makes the appointment based on the recommendation from the planning board or the zoning board or their membership. That's the procedure. Okay. Yes. Okay. Margaret, zoning.
At the organizational meeting, we tabled it for, Ben until Gary had his chance to be interviewed in that. But then at the organizational meeting, I was 5 minutes late, and they went through and made the appointment for Ben, which he was all set to be appointed as the planning board rep. So we filled that position.
Last time. Nothing for zoning? Okay. Dave, we had that discussion earlier about
Yeah,
the
I'll
park.
try to get a hold of Jason, try to get something moving forward, even if we had a rough draft of thoughts. Once, spring comes around, summer, we got the boxes for electric, so we get forward motion on that. And that was all just an equipment.
You want to say that all over again? Because you're a long ways from your mic.
I'll get a hold of Jason, and we'll see if we can get a rough draft of the thoughts on where we're going to be going with the park this year. We got equipment in that we needed for electric. Come spring or summer, Dale and the crew will start getting that all put in, which the only delay there is there's been equipment delays. It's been back ordered forever. So we now have the majority of what we need.
Okay, and then utilities, Dave.
Lights are on.
I got a couple things I want to share with you, so either tomorrow or Friday if we can talk a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Miss O'Toole. Anything?
Nothing to report other than, no, we've covered everything, so I'm jinxing myself. February will be a very busy month, I'm sure.
Yes, we are.
I did inform them that we received a letter from the comptroller's office that they have all the paperwork for Water District 10.
Correct, and a person, a human being is gonna sign.
Yes. Okay. You notice down here at the bottom, Town Board Workshop, that will be February 5th at 6 p.m. And then the Town Board meeting is February 14th at 7 p.m. Do I hear a motion then for adjournment?
I'll make that motion.
I hear a second.
I'll second.
Kirk and Dave. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you, everyone.